Hello, perceptive reader. It is a great breeze going through my ears today. Every time I talk about the wind blowing and I say, let it blow over your face and through your ears, I really think about cartoons. Many of you probably have seen some of the cartoons from 1970s on up. And you can see the quality of the cartoons, even if you go back earlier than that, as they first got started, the history of drawings, how they did the animation. And it's certainly way different than what you see today. All the same, you can see the quality, you can appreciate the stories and the comedy, the slapstick comedy, as they called it, where they would put in a skit, you see what I'm saying? And the skit could be only several minutes long for that cartoon. Boy, I tell you what, but by the time they got through with what they were doing, it actually felt like you kind of watched the show for at least 30 minutes, the way that they were able to encapsulize that whole little skit or that comedy that they were showing. Many of you probably have heard of Bugs Bunny. And they used to have shows that they would run on Cartoon Networks. And when they only had like 3 networks, they still would have like a Bugs Bunny half an hour or 1 hour or what have you, where you received a lot of those drawings and animation. Well, I just was sharing that with you because allowing the wind to blow through my ears reminded me of those type of cartoons right now, because can you imagine an artist drawing something like that? Bugs Bunny, when he was being a doctor, when he but I mean, anyway, I ain't gonna go any further. That's just when I told you can get inspiration by walking outside or just sitting outside and allowing the sunlight to hit you and then the wind to blow on you or through your ears, you get all sorts of inspiration. So I'm mentioning this to you today. Now, does that mean I'm going to sit down and write about this today? No, but it would probably be something else that maybe not this spring, which we're in, maybe not even this summer, but all of a sudden, somewhere around the fall, this idea may return. And a whole type of setup or what is the other term I'm thinking about? Some type of playwright or what have you may come to a person's mind, you see, like myself, where I may elaborate on it, or at least a documentary, you see, or a commentary that would have probably more in depth in it, as far as I mentioned, you see, going all the way back to the early 1900s of how animation was started. And yeah, you got shows that have been done like that quite a bit over the years. And I find each one of them, the ones that I have seen, always have some interesting information that if you don't store it away, you still have to give credit where it's due, the research and the way that they put it together. That's all I'm just saying. It's something for podcasters, I say content creators, to still think about, get inspiration from, paint, or other actually activities that they can do with it, other developments that they can do with that information. So there's inspiration all around. But what I want to say again, sometimes that inspiration comes just purely from just being out in nature, and then all of a sudden you have all these thoughts come in your mind. And that's what has happened as I was sitting here with you just now. And I just wanted to share that with you. I'm actually, instead of drinking coffee as I normally do, I'm actually drinking water. You see what I'm saying? Still trying to, give the body what it needs, man. To keep up its strength and to help all the cells in its body to not only live long but to thrive and to keep you in working in optimum conditions. Because I talk about how people live until they're 110, 120 years old and things of that nature. You can still uh, be able to take care of yourself even up until that late age, you see. And they have some persons who have done it, persons who are doing it right now. I can't remember that area of the world, and it's more of the Orient, a type of descent of people who, they live that long. And it's like sometimes I wonder, boy, can they even run track? In other words, they're moving fluently, if you will, gracefully, and you don't, where they weren't talking about them having any aches and pains at all in some of those interviews that they had with those people that live in that area of the world. Yeah. I mean, up in age, over 100 years old, and it's like that's just what expected. Can it be the same way even in the areas that we live in? I admit, the concrete jungle, boy, it knocks years off your life. Don't get me started. But either way, that was my little, again, comedy that maybe I can put in a cartoon somewhere one day in the future. So thank you for spending this time with me. And yeah, I may just place this on my buymeacoffee.com/James Paul Artistry because it is just something, an inspiration I wanted to share with you at the moment. Take care of yourself.